Kiss FM.
Well, as you already know, himself is in the studio. I'm referring to Sir Cliff Richard, OBE, who's been coming in on the show, usually in August, for goodness knows how many years. And I have to say, Cliff, you're now on Kiss FM Facebook video link if anybody wants to see, and I feel sure everybody will agree with me. You're looking absolutely brilliant, my friend.
Where's your camera?
It's the man doing it from here.
Oh, I thought it was something that stuck onto a ceiling or something. Hi, how are everybody?
Yeah,
good to see you all.
He's doing it from there. It's, to be honest,
Really?
Cliff, don't even go there.
Really?
Because I don't understand this no more than you do.
No. I only do emails, and I know how to take photographs.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's it.
But how about singing songs? You could do that.
Yeah, man, I don't need the internet for that.
No.
I can do that in a studio. You can, it doesn't matter where you are, really, when you think about it. You could sing, as long as you've got a microphone and you've got a song, you can put it onto a tape anywhere you like. Anybody can do it when you think about it. Can't always sell them. That's true for all of us.
Well, come on. I think I could argue with you about that one. Well, now, I did tell you off air that I've literally got hundreds of questions, and I think on your behalf I'm going to apologise to all the people whose questions will not get covered because we simply haven't got the time. And I did say on the preceding two shows that knowing you were coming in, we would deal with the questions in chronological order.
Okay.
All right. Now, it'll come as no surprise to you that the very first question came in from Con Harrington. And in fact, he posed the question to you and to Bonnie, who'll be along later, so I'll have to ask her this question again. If you were to record one of Bonnie's songs, which one would you choose?
I would choose... Actually, funnily enough, she was the first person to record You're Simply the Best.
Yes.
I know that Tina got it somehow.
Yeah.
But Bonnie's version, I would do that. But tell you what, Total Eclipse of the Heart is just an absolute classic. It's an iconic song. So maybe now I'll change my mind. I think that's the one. Yeah. And in fact, I actually sang it on television once.
And don't look now. Talk of the devil. Guess who's walked in?
I didn't even have to look. Did you say devil?
Yeah.
Hello, Bonnie.
Hello, darling.
Hello, sweetheart.
Oh, well, we
Hello, darling.
Hello, my sweetheart.
Yeah.
Come along. Now.
Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah.
I thought it was 12 till 1. Anyway, you're on, aren't you? So.
No, come and sit down. Come and sit down. Yeah.
Is her mic on or off? It's
yeah,
on.
It'll be on right now.
I'm on her
Yours
mic.
is on there.
I'm going to be on her mic now.
Right, I'm going to throw Bonnie straight in the deep end because the very first question of the day... Boys, help her out, look. She's dropped her handbag. There's lipstick everywhere, face makeup, hair lacquer, and a few photos as well. Bonnie, I've just asked a question from Con Harrington because I'm dealing with them in chronological order. And Cliff's just answered his question. The question to you is, if you were to record one of Cliff's songs, what would it be? And based on a clip I saw from August last year, I would strongly recommend you don't choose Congratulations.
Cheeky so-and-so.
And Cliff knows why.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I'm always on a summer holiday, and it's about time that one came back.
Well, I'll tell you what, she gets absolutely everywhere. And if time I talk to you both very regularly, and I was trying to get hold of Bonnie, and she didn't come back to me, and then eventually she called me, and I thought, well, she can't be that busy. She's shopping. She phoned me up, and she said, I'm in Iceland.
Iceland.
And then I realised she'd been doing a concert. I remember Iceland when it used to be B-Jams.
Very funny, yeah.
Very, very funny.
And then the penny dropped. I knew what you meant. Anyway, one thing you've got to do, a guy who's been pestering the life out of me is a nice guy. He's slightly disabled. He lives in Waterford in Ireland. And he's a huge fan of both of you. He also goes on to tell me that he likes Elvis and he's a great friend of your friend, Daniel O'Donnell.
Oh,
so
right.
would you please say hello to Shane Devine in Waterford in Ireland?
Shane Devine, what a name.
Yeah, Shane Devine.
Fabulous. Well, we'd like to say hello to you, Shane. Thank you very much for being a fan, and you made it for me. If you like Elvis, there can't be much wrong with you.
Yeah.
What about Dan?
And Daniel's pretty good as well,
Yeah,
like you
Oh
said.
yeah, Daniel. Well, Daniel's a friend. I mean, I
Yeah.
never really think of him. I mean, I don't suppose he thinks of me as a singer particularly, because when you're chummy,
Yeah.
I don't keep saying to myself, "Oh, Bonnie the singer."
No, no.
Oh, and he also said he also likes Daniel's wife, Magella.
Oh yeah. Oh, Magella is absolutely great fun.
Well,
Yeah,
who
that's
wouldn't?
interesting.
And talking about Ireland, as you know, we got Frankie Beats doing the technology for us this morning. His mum's listening in Roscommon in Ireland, so would you like to say hello to Kay? Good morning to Kay.
Good morning,
morning,
Kay. Is she watching us on that?
Watching and listening.
Watching and listening.
Is this the webcam, is
Yes.
it? Oh,
Yeah. So that's the internet stuff going on here.
all right. Lots of things we didn't know about, Cliff.
No, I know.
Well, you know we have a habit of saying things. Right. Two questions. One for you, Cliff, and one for you, Bonnie. Comes from one of our regulars of Solid Gold Sunday. A lady by the name of Pamela Roddy lives down the way here. She said, who, if there is one, is your favourite lady to duet with? Tough one.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done one with Bonnie yet.
No,
So
you
it's
haven't.
no.
Maybe
But I
next
guess
time.
of all the people I've sung with, I mean, I've been very lucky to have sung with quite a few people. But look at you. You sang with Rod Stewart.
Hey, that was supposed to be a secret.
Oh,
Yeah. Now,
hush my mouth.
No, it's
Yeah,
only...
but I don't know whether it's any good or it's going to come out.
no,
So forget that.
well,
No, but I mean, I've you know, when you come to do duets, sometimes they just happen by accident, and the accidents are the best. Van Morrison was fantastic to sing with. Dionne Warwick was wonderful to sing with. The person I think I've enjoyed most, because she's a good friend, she'd fit in here really well, is Olivia Newton-John.
yeah.
Yeah.
And in fact,
Absolutely.
on my new album, she just agreed to do a duet with me on one of the tracks.
I've just remembered, I think it was about 5 years ago, somebody asked a question to you, Cliff, that if you could duet with somebody currently in the charts, you actually, without hesitating, said Ellie Goulding.
I did, because I don't know if you heard Eddie Goulding sing, "How much do I love you?
Oh, yeah.
As long as there are stars above you." Oh,
That would really suit you.
it was my kind of song, and I thought, well, how fantastic, because normally she has a different style normally.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, if she's prepared to sing songs like that, she's obviously a pop person like we are, and it would be fun to do something like that.
Well, it'd be good to have you singing with it, though. The only tip I'd like to give you, Cliff, if she was to challenge you to a tennis match, my money would be on you. But having seen that hair products ad that she does, if she challenges you to a boxing match, I'd run away.
Well, a tennis match for me, I mean, you know, I've never ever been beaten by Federer.
Have you played it?
You've never played it. Here's one for you, Bonnie.
What?
Again from Pam. She says that if you could choose a Cliff song to sing, which one would it be?
You just asked me that. I
Yeah,
said,
yeah. And what was the one you answered in the
I
end?
said, we're all going on a summer holiday.
And let's just put the record straight.
No, we
Can
don't
you
talk
do-
anymore.
Okay.
That's the one.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's the actual end of the interview now. So what I'll do is I'll do this and play some music for you any second. But first we must do this.
All right.
Comes in with a comment, Cliff, to say, how do you feel about being voted the sexiest man in the universe by her? But a serious question is, what's your favourite flower?
Oh, crikey. I think I like a tuberose.
You've got your own rose named after you, haven't you?
I have, but it doesn't have a perfume. Mind you, I was hoping it would smell like a nice aftershave, but it doesn't. But no, the tuberose, which is not a particularly attractive plant, the leaves kind of lie flat on the ground, but there's this long stem with these white flowers, and the perfume from them is unbelievable. They grow in, well, in tropical climates.
Bonnie, would yours be a daffodil?
No, it should be, I suppose, because it's our Welsh flower. Do you know what? I love little pink carnations. It's my mother's favourite, probably that's why. And she used to love pink bunches of them with jip in the middle, you know.
Ironically, it was my dad's favourite flower, a pink carnation. Yeah, and it was the, what's the name of the band sang white sports coat and a pink
Pink
carnation.
carnation. Yeah, my dad liked chrysanthemums.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. and they take they can take over if you're not careful.
What, chrysanthemums?
Yeah, if you got them, you have to have them in a pot. My mum had them by the front door, and you had to fight through them like a triffitt to get to the
You're
house.
talking about mint. Mints take over, do they?
No, I haven't taken over the Royal Mint yet. Here's a quick question from Linda Whitlock, saying to Cliff, where will you be on the 23rd of November, as it's her 65th birthday, having a party and you're invited?
The 23rd of November I will be celebrating somewhere because my album would have just come out.
Yep, I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. And one of our sponsors of the show, the Trio Restaurant in Valdolobo, they said, look, you're always all over the place, you guys. It's difficult to track you down. Is there any possibility of a concert here in Portugal by either or both of you?
I would love to do one at the Pine Cliffs, but they never get around to asking, you know.
No, funny enough, I mentioned that because I went to see UB40 there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were there with you.
Oh yeah, we went there, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I liked the venue. I wasn't sure about the setup of it because it seems to me that there was one section of people that were right against the stage and they had a meal and everything. Then there was this huge gap,
Oh, yeah.
and then lots of people at the back. And I would have thought it would have been better to have everybody down like a concert, like, you know,
Yeah,
so you could see everybody.
Yeah.
But it's
yeah.
a great venue. I loved it. I'm hoping that we can get a chance to do. But maybe we could do it together. Who knows? You could top the bill because I want to get home.
Oh, excuse me. I don't want, no chance.
I want to get home early.
Yeah, well,
Do you know, I often think like that when I'm on tour with other bands, you know, they always want to go on last, and I think, oh, I wish, you know, they'd let you go on last, you know, because I want to go home, you know, or I want to have a drink with the boys rather,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, that's
but
more to the
no, it
point.
doesn't work like
Yeah.
that, Cliff, does it? You definitely have to top the bill.
But I did do I don't know where you were then, Bonnie, but when Albufeira had its 500th birthday,
yes.
I did a gig on Albufeira
Fisherman's
Beach.
Beach.
Yeah. And that was a fantastic
Yeah.
evening. It was wonderful. And the funny thing is, I owned a boat then, and my friends, including Cilla Black, God bless her,
Yeah.
was on that boat watching the show from the sea.
Oh,
and they
that's
said,
great.
well, of course, afterwards you should join us on the boat and have a drink, a glass of champagne. And I said, I'll never get there. Anyway, what worked out really well was, after the show was over, I quickly got changed, and then they started a firework display. 30,000 people were all looking up at the sky, and I ran behind them. No one even noticed. And I got into a little boat and was taken to my boat. So funny.
You know what they think,
Yeah.
you know, oh,
I remember
that
that.
was me.
I remember that very well because Bill Latham was with you then, and he called me the following day and said, "Where were you last night?" I said, "Couldn't get near it. Too many people."
Well, the funny thing is, I suppose that you never can tell when you do a thing like this. You don't know how many people are around, how many people want to come and see a Cliff show. I don't know. It's impossible to tell. But there apparently was a lot of people that couldn't get down into the village.
Yeah.
But 30,000 is a lot of people. And it was great to because the band and I we sang Happy Birthday to Albufeira in Portuguese.
Did you?
Yeah, it was easy. Parabéns a você, parabéns a você, parabéns Albufeira, parabéns você. So it wasn't too difficult.
Yeah.
Even my uneducated singers.
It would be for me.
Yeah.
I'm useless.
Here's a quickie. Could you both please just say hi to Daniel Renshaw listening online?
Hi, Daniel Renshaw.
Hello, Daniel Renshaw. How are you?
Right, now then, here's one from Joan Hughes that we were mentioning a little bit earlier. When will the new album be out, Cliff? And who wrote the new songs? And will you be singing Rise Up on the tour?
Yes, I will be singing Rise Up and perhaps 3 other songs from the album. But because it's a special tour to celebrate 60 years, my idea is to do some of the competitors that both Bonnie and I have had to deal with over the years, and each decade to do. I'm going to start with Elvis and Peggy Sue and Everly Brothers, and then explain that it led to Move It, Living Doll.
Exactly, the build up to it.
And then but I will at the very end, when we get to the last decades of the 2000s, I thought there'd be a chance to do that. The album doesn't come out until November the 23rd. But they've started playing. It's interesting the way they do things now. The record company now has released a single, which means it's available for purchase. But generally speaking, it's really there for you to play on the radio and get people interested in the forthcoming album.
Well, what you're really saying is, wait a
Play
minute,
it.
where are we? I've got to cancel this one for some reason. Hang on. Let's stop that one.
What one are you cancelling?
No, because you mentioned it's one to play on the radio, and it should sound a bit like this.
There's London Symphony Orchestra onto 4 of my old tracks. Some People, Devil Woman, Minute You're Gone, and one other. I can't remember the track now. But the other 12 tracks, 11 of them are brand new. One of them I thought was brand new, but it turns out that Leanne Rimes recorded it.
Which one's that?
It's called Everybody. And in fact, that's the one that Olivia's done with me, so it'll be completely different too. In fact, I've never heard Leanne Rimes' version, but it's a fabulous song written by an English writer called Chris Neal and somebody else. I can't remember what Chris has written. He's written loads of other songs. But it's quite a spiritual song.
But that Rise Up is very apt for now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It's appropriate. And as you say, it was inspired by the terrible events of the past 4 years. And
yes, I mean, there were periods of that period that I thought, how did I get in this mess and how can I get out of it? But somehow or another, you know, I am out of the quagmire and everything is glowing and I feel for the first time in ages that my life has got back to normal again.
Yeah. Well, I said we weren't going to talk about it, but I have to say I was privileged and honoured to be the only person authorised to do interviews for the media, and my house looked like a Hollywood film set with all the different film crews. And I said, I will do this, we will talk about personal things, we will not talk about what's going on, and then we all stay quiet and we sit back and see what happens. And we all knew, those of us that are very close to you, and with the support of your fabulous family, and not least of all, dare I say, Gloria, and your sister Joan, they've been rocks, have they not?
Oh, they have, but you know, when you go through a period of and anybody could go through something like that. You need family and friends. In my case, and Bonnie, you too. We've got fans as well.
Yeah.
People who perhaps we've met, some of them, of course, but most of them we would never have met. But they hold you close as well. So I had everything going for me, but at times, in the end, when the lights go off and you go to bed and you can't stop thinking about it. Yeah.
It's there.
So, yeah, I was supported really, really well. I felt very humbled by the fact that all the way through, people constantly did not believe my false accusation.
Not for a
and of course,
moment.
the frustration is, no one will ever know who he was or is. I don't know his full name. I don't know his name. I don't want his name, funny enough, Bonnie.
Yeah.
It's because, for me, he's unreal. And so therefore, if someone gave me his name, he'd become a real person.
Anyway, it's all over now.
It's over and
All
finished.
done.
And
All
we
done.
said we weren't going to talk about it, so let's talk about nice things.
Okay.
Lynn Williamson asks you both, who or what do you listen to when you're in your cars or on your own? My answer is always be the engine, but never mind.
Well, I still like to listen to people like Joe's always going out there. Oh, you carry on, Cliff. It's gone out.
I mean, I would play. People I play when I'm either cleaning my teeth in the morning, shaving, getting ready, is like Bonnie Raitt.
Yes.
And I love Boss Skaggs.
Yep.
And even though sometimes I'm frustrated that some of the younger folk don't even know these names, and yet Bonnie Raitt is probably one of the best slide guitarists, great singer, and Boss Skaggs similarly.
Yeah.
So, but they're the people I play. And
Well,
I
we
do
played
like
Steve Miller Band earlier, and Boss Skaggs joined them on September the 1st, I think it was 1972.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love people like Bob Seger, really rocking, you know, and but also Etta James. What a voice, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want you
To be no slave.
I don't want you to.
Go, get to the next bit.
But I want to.
Tell me true.
I can't remember the bloody words. Excuse me.
No.
I just wanna make love to you.
I can
love
oblige
to
you.
you.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Oh yeah.
Right. Well, with that personal invitation, that's the end of the show for today. But let's squeeze in a couple of questions. Lily Giar says, thanks, by the way, Cliff, for singing Robin Gibbs' Don't Cry Alone, and would you consider doing Islands in the Stream?
Well, yeah. I mean, the Robin Gibb song was very specific and beautiful to sing. I loved doing it live. I'd like to record that one day too. Islands in the Stream, and again, another fantastic song. The thing is, what's happened now, I never dreamed, Bonnie, that I would ever do an album of original new material again. I thought that was in my past. It's 14 years since I last did one. And so Islands in the Stream is like, at the moment, if I get a chance to do a brand new song, I think I'd rather do a brand new song. Although, there's always going to come a time when you're going to want like a duets album. It's such a perfect song. And again, written by Barry Gibb.
And
do you know what? Barry Gibb's written a song for my new album.
well, this is the
Honestly,
next
that
question.
man would write for anybody.
Well, this was the next question from the same lady, Lily. She said, can you please tell us the name of the song that Sir Barry Gibb wrote for your new album? By the way, it was his birthday yesterday.
Oh,
happy
I thought
birthday,
it was
Barry.
today, his birthday.
No, 1st of September.
Oh, okay. Well,
He turned 71.
the album's coming out in March. It's all new songs, except for one we've done a totally different version of It's a Heartache on there. But it'll be out in March, and the song by Barry Gibb is called Seven Waves.
7 waves.
Seven Waves. It's a beautiful song that he wrote.
What does it mean?
I think he's talking about the loss of his family.
Oh,
Yeah, and he's 7 waves away, like as if he's next. I think.
Oh, there's always that thing about watching the tide come in, and usually the 7th wave is the largest one or something.
Oh, is that right? Well, he
I
didn't
don't
know that.
Isn't that something like
Yeah,
that?
I've heard something like that, yeah.
Anyway, 7 waves
Check it
away.
out.
But that won't be the first single. And I have done a duet with Rod Stewart, but it's not true at all that we've done a whole album together. We've just done one duet, and it's awesome. And
On the new album.
yeah, it'll probably be the second single, I would imagine.
Well, if you remember, it was the beginning of the year we were together, and it's just after you'd done Us Holding On with Johnny Keoghley, the American singer, with the heavy metal German band Axel Rudi Pell.
Yeah.
Us Holding On. And I could see why they wanted you, because the two voices were so compatible. I then said to you, do you know what I'd like to hear you do? Is do a duet with Rod Stewart.
Everybody's been telling me that for years. And
Yeah.
so, and another thing that was wrong in the paper, it said that he approached me, but he didn't. I was lucky enough to go on holiday to Sir Cliff's house in Barbados. And remember that lunch we went to, and Rod Stewart's best friend was there.
Yes.
And we had that singing competition, didn't we? And our table one
In a
day.
restaurant. Bonnie and I were on one table, and somebody on the others. They gave us a competition to sing who could do it best, but we won, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I went to say hello to them, although I don't normally talk to losers.
And don't tell me that whereas you got £1 for your first competition you did, don't tell me, because he was there, they gave you a bottle of Vida Nova.
No, we had lunch instead.
Yeah, we had lunch instead, yeah.
But anyway, Rod Stewart's best friend was there, and I said, I'd love to record with Rod. And he said, well, why don't you send me an email and address it to Rod, but send it to me and I'll pass it on. And that's what happened. And he said, yes!
Yeah.
Wow!
Wow, I was so thrilled. Anyway,
Yeah, Ricky.
Well,
Yeah.
again, if you don't send it to me when it's out,
Cool.
we fall out.
you'll be the first, darling. You
know
always
that.
are.
You know, normally when Cliff's got a new album coming out, his management always say, well, look, you could play it the week before. Or what I've done before with Cliff's, just fabulous rock and roll. I took snippets out of like 4 different songs and put them together just to give people a teaser. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And I
nice.
like doing that.
That's a
right,
good idea.
another question for you both comes from Doris Butler. And as we all know, as the world is in such a terrible state, do you think the musical Time should be revived as a reminder?
Music time.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
I was in it.
Oh, weird.
Honestly, Maddie's she's a big fan of mine.
Oh, very good.
No, it was a show produced by Dave Clark, and it was a sort of futuristic show about the Earth being judged by Time Lords out in space. And of course, my character, a popular singer on the planet, was pulled up to defend the Earth. it's hard to defend the earth.
When
isn't
was
it?
this then?
Oh, this would have been I did it between 1986 and 87.
Yeah,
The year
mid-80s.
at the Dominion.
Yeah.
It was musically terrific, but I think it would have to be re-scripted, I think.
Rewritten.
Yeah,
completely.
recrafted.
Yeah. Okay, a quick question before I have to go to another commercial break comes from Charlotte Jensen in Denmark. And she says, assuming, of course, that you both have a biggest idol, what question would you put to that person?
I already did it.
Yeah,
Oh, did
right.
you?
That's answered that one. You've already asked Cliff.
No. He's never asked me to do a duet with him anyway, so.
Yeah. Well,
But no, listen now. What question would I would love to have done with Tina Turner, you know, something.
And do simply the best, just to show how it should be done. Yeah, okay.
I quite like. I said simply the best.
Yeah.
Bonnie did the original version.
Yeah.
I did, yeah, and 2 years later, Tina Turner did it, but I have to say, her version was much better than mine.
Oh, she's just being humble.
No, it's true. It's true. But I always do it on stage now, and it goes down a storm. I sing it better now than I did when I recorded it. You know.
But it is a great song.
Oh, it's a fabulous
What was
song.
the other one? Didn't she do two of yours that you did? What's simply the best and We Don't Need Another Hero or something like that?
Oh no, I did Holding Out for a
Holding Out
Hero.
for
Oh, Holding Up for
Yeah.
a
And she
Hero,
did, We Don't Need Another Hero.
Yeah, actually.
And I did, Holding Out for a Hero.
When I asked you, what would you ask an idol, I thought you were going to say, I'll ask you a question because you're the laziest guy I've met. And I'm glad you didn't.
Oh, no, well, that's just as well, isn't it, really?
Right, here's one from Sarah James. Firstly, we've already done this, Sarah. Can we have a taster from the new album? If not, can you tell us something about it? Well, Cliff's already told you that. We've played Rise Up, and it's out on the 23rd of November. Get your order in now. Now, Bonnie, she said, will you be performing in the UK or Germany next year? And also, Diane Willoughby asked the same question. Any concerts from any of you in New Zealand?
I hope so, but I am doing some this year. I'm in Coventry doing the Step Up. It's like everybody sings with the same band. It's a bit like the Rewind Festival. But I'm doing one in Coventry, one in Nottingham, and I can't remember the other.
The same festival type show goes around.
Yeah, that's it.
Uh-huh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I did the rewinds this year in the UK, in Scotland, and in England, and but I'll be doing that. But next year, hopefully, I'll be out there promoting my new album.
Okay, well, let's go back to a few commercials and we'll try and play a little bit of music and get through a few more questions. Thanks for choosing KISS and a Solid Gold Sunday with me. I'm Owen G in the studio today, Sir Cliff Richard and the delightful, irrepressible Bonnie Tyler.